Glad to have you back. You're watching News Night. Arise analyst Mahmud Jega joins me now to look ahead of the PDP National Convention and how today's court ruling will shape the main opposition party in the build-up to the 2023 general elections. Glad to have you join me, Mahmud. All right, well, let's start this way. What do you make of the appeal court statement that, talking about Secondus's loss, that it's an act of self-induced urgency to disrupt a lawful process?
Well, the court was particular about the fact that his suspension in the party took place several weeks ago, where he waited virtually until the eve of the convention to institute the court cases. So it was like a legal ambush of the convention, and the court didn't like that because he should have utilized all the time available. But as we understood from my colleague who spoke earlier, you see, the ruling was mainly about his attempt to get an injunction to stop the convention, but the substantive issues are still there, and those ones would probably be pursued up to the Supreme Court, most certainly after the convention.
He says he's going to make an appeal already. He says he's making
an appeal. But it cannot be done before the convention.
No, it can be.
So we will see what effect, based on whatever consequential order the Supreme Court will make by the time it makes a ruling.
All right, let's talk more about Secondus before we go to the convention and what the party leaders are saying. A member of the Board of Trustees of PDP says Secondus will be an outcast within the party. What will become of his political career? And let me just add this to that. What will become of his political career? But if he decides to leave PDP, for example, and joins maybe the ruling party, what is his political capital, or if you like, value? How will it affect the fortunes of any party he joins?
Okay, the truth is that he is not a very, very strong politician with a recognizable base. Now, he became PDP National Chairman mostly on the wings of the governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike. And for some reason, they quarreled, and they quarreled very, very bitterly. And it was Wike who was the main driving force to get him out, including obviously sponsoring the ward to expel Secondus, and also getting all those courts, mostly in Rivers State, to endorse the action, and also engineering his suspension as chairman at the national level. Now, honestly, they didn't do it very well. It was very clumsy. It was because I would have thought that since his tenure is expiring in December, it would have been neater, to wait and tell him that, well, you can get our support to be re-elected in December. That would have been a bit neater.
Well, they felt to influence things. Let me now drop this. The convention is here now, tomorrow, Sunday. And the governor of Adamawa State, Fintiri, is saying it's going to be the most wonderful convention you've ever seen. And that after the convention, the members of the ruling party are going to move like droves into PDP. Saraki even said that one of the governors of the ruling party is likely to join the party. What do you make of all that?
We don't know what Governor Fintiri and also former SP Saraki know to have made that claim. But certainly it is a very good opportunity for the PDP to present itself to Nigerians as a ready alternative for national power. But for that, they will have to do many things. They must have a successful convention, free of rancor, probably articulate a very good program of rule, stem the defections that have afflicted the party in recent times.
High profile.
Very high profile defections. If they are able to present a united front and stem further defections. And then, very importantly, I think they should pray for APC to implode. Because
because their own convention is coming up in December too.
Yeah. The way Nigerian politics goes, PDP might probably not have lost the election in 2015 if not because a major bloc broke out of it. So possibly everything considered, unless a major bloc breaks out of APC, exactly, it might be difficult for PDP to win in 2023.
Okay, now still talking about the convention. Definitely, there were people who were urging secondaries on. Though he had supporters in the party. Talk about reconciliation. Do you think that these people could pose a force against the party in terms of having been cut? You know, their person has lost out.
Well, you know, usually what our political parties do at the end of each convention, they will now form reconciliation committees. It will be the task of Dr. Yoshia Ayu, for example, if he is confirmed tomorrow or next as the party chairman. The first item on his agenda will be how to unify the party, reach out to all the aggrieved persons, and the secondus will be one. Even though it is not clear how much impact he could have if he defects from the party, but at least it will give the party he goes to, like APC, a very big propaganda tool to say that the national chairman himself has come over. But PDP will probably wither this crisis because, you know, the crisis it had before when Senator Alimadu Sharif was chairman and there was all that katak. It's 10 times worse than this one. It was 10 times worse than this one. They survived that, so most probably they will weather this one too.
All right, we'll see how events work out. According to them, it will be the most wonderful convention you've ever seen, and then people will move from their party. We'll see. We'll keep our fingers crossed and see how it plays out. All right, Mahmud Jega, Arise analyst on News 9. Thank you for your interesting view.